Mama yali wiki 3. Eyokuna naavu.
Ate taata?
Taata omwezi naye tewawera. Awera wiiki 4. Eyokutaano naafuna.
Kakati bwe bamaze okufa mubadde muyambagana mutya n'okulaba nti mubeerawo obulamu mubusanze mutya?
Olwamugamba ngenda mu katale.
Yogera nnyo.
Katumba yafumba emmere. Olumu baterabise ntwebaka. Nga balabise ntufumba. Bwe nvaayo nga tufumba amaavu ne kasente nga ngenda noonyayo ku buwunga nga tufumba okubuti tusiibirawo. Bwe tumala okukkira ku makya nga tugenda tulima. Tuvaayo nga tunoonya emmere gye tunaalya.
1 million children in Uganda are thought to have lost parents because of AIDS, and that number could soon double. They'll all need someone like Gertrude to keep them healthy and attending school and out of institutions. It won't make them any less lonely, but it could keep them alive. Loads of countries all over the world are struggling to cope with AIDS. It's not just Uganda. But the difference between here and, say, America or Britain is that more people are dying here. And the reason for that is simple: poverty. In a poor country, information's harder to get hold of, healthcare's not so good, not to mention all the problems caused by famines and wars. Now, comic relief can't stop poor people being poor, but it can help some of the children who are badly affected by AIDS. It's not glamorous work, it's not going to make any big headlines, but it's vital if we're going to save a whole generation of children. And that's worth investing a little bit of money in, isn't it?
Thanks very much, everyone who's rung in so far, and I hope you'll keep ringing. For now, that's it from me.
And from me.
I'll be back later, which is something to look forward to, I suppose.
And I won't.
Which is also something to look forward to. At 12 midnight, Lenny, Henry, Jonathan Ross and myself are going to be showing you some of the finest comedy ever produced. That's quite a boast, isn't it? And we'll actually be giving people who phone in and pledge tonight a chance to be on the television with us. But for now, it's good night from us.
And it's good night from us.
Coming in the next hour, the final part of Jonathan's game show,
which we look forward to, obviously, because it's in the future. 1 Foot in the Grave.
Lovely show, Shame About the Neighbour, and a special duet between Prince and Barry White.
That's the little and large of the music world. But first, 2 women who their press release describes as the most modest and most wonderful people in the world. A little-known double act from the cabaret circuit, so please give them a big welcome, French and Saunders.
Hello. They're giving you a mouthful? Yes. Oh, I asked them not to do that. Well, I'm sort of wondering why our mystery surprise guest here this evening has got a paper bag on her head. Why have you got a paper bag on your head? Have you got spots or something? No. Then why have you got a paper bag on your head? Because you told me to wear it. No, and so on. And because I'm refusing to take it off until at least 1,000 people have rung in and pledged cash to Comic Relief. Yes, 1,000 people, because it's our intention, ladies and gentlemen, to totally break the fundraising records here and beat all those boy comedians. Yes. Yes. What's the total now? Can we see the total, please? I can't see it myself. What is it? Woo! bad for boy comedians, but I think we can double that, you see.
Treble it,
Yeah.
I say.
If you're really desperate to find out who the mystery guest is, I don't know who it is, then please ring in and pledge some money to Comic Relief, all right? These are now the numbers. Okay? These are the numbers.
Absolutely. And while you're dialing, ladies and gentlemen, prepare for a sex explosion. I said, I'm having one right at the moment, actually.
It's my bit now.
Luckily you can't see it.
It's my bit.
Yes, all right.
It's a duet between the two greatest sex gods of pop music. I don't know who wrote this. The very large Barry White and the very small Prince.
Yes.
It's funny, I thought Lenny Henry was doing it.
No, shut up. Don't give the game away, you stupid woman. It's completely the battle
Yes,
of the sex
this is my
gods.
bit.
So we'll say
It's
it
the
then.
battle of the sex gods. The great St. Bernard and the tiny Chihuahua of rock and roll in a sex fight to the death, ladies and gentlemen.
People have been saying, Barry, you're enormous. And I say to them, you think I'm big? You should see the love I have for my woman. And they say to me, Barry, how is your woman? And I say, she's still in the hospital after the unfortunate crushing incident. But you know, she still loves me. And they say, Barry, do you still love her? And I say, my head, my heart, my underpants, everything I have is yours. Oh yeah. My beard, my blood, my cholesterol, every drop of sweat that pours. My appetite for love, you know it's big enough for two. That's right, baby. My trousers may be jumbo size, but they're filled with love for you. You know what I'm talking about. I love you in a way you've not been loved before. Just as soon as I can get through this door, I'll give you the loving. Don't worry about that. When Barry White makes love, it won't leave you feeling flat. And now someone will share this love duet with me.
My name is Prince. Is cute, my voice is whiny. If I got a problem, just take it in hand. Position in a one night stand. The women love me, they like my tongue. Get away well hung. When it comes to cool, no one is cooler. One day I'll be king. You might need a ruler. Let's dance.
Baby, this is where love begins. Right here between my first and second chins.
I'll give you love on a golden platter. One thing's for sure, size does not matter.
You may be right, but I think he's wrong.
I'm right.
Let's rap some more when we've sung this song. A tiny guy, but a big, big talent. Anybody got a cloth? I got prints all over my butt.
You can take the bag off now. Oh, you can take the bag off now, yes. You can take the bag off now. Oh, you have taken it. Is that it?
Yeah. Just me. It's just my face.
I thought it was going to be Joan Collins or somebody.
No, it's just me.
Oh, Was it worth it? I mean, honestly, we don't give refunds, ladies and gentlemen, if you pledge money. But please don't stop bringing in, despite this obviously major disappointment.
Don't patronise me. Now, a lot of people have done unbelievably stupid things for comic relief. Apparently, Jane Asher baked a cake, actually in the shape of a cake for a change, which is lovely of her.
Apparently Melvin Bragg wrote another novel today, very stupid thing to do.
Yes.
And here's some other stupid things that people did for comic relief.
Good evening. This is the draw for the third round of the FA Challenge Cup. Unfortunately, the FA officials who usually make the draw are unable to join us after having been stuck in a lift for 2 hours with John Motson. So to draw the home teams is the former Spurs striker, Mr. Garth Crooks, and to draw the away teams is the distinguished football supporter, Mr. Angus Deaton.
Number 3.
Manchester United will play. Wycombe Wanderers.
Kids on Christmas.
Come on, people. Can you do it now? Come on, people. Come on, people.
Amount of things today. She started very early this morning. She's got an enormous mouth, huge red lips, and an enormous bottom to go with it. This woman, this marvellous woman, got up at 6 o'clock this morning and has been interviewed by every single television and radio station on air in the most extraordinary sponsored interview-a-thon. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at this, please.
Come on, people, speed up. Get into the late night.
We've got our noses.
Put the noses.
Why have you barged in anyway with all those numbers written over your jacket?
Here's the number, just a minute. 071-436-7777 or 071-4... I don't know what the numbers are here. Look. You know why they're on red? Because the brains work so slowly. It's unbelievable. So slowly. You know what happened to everybody else on TV AM? Get a police escort. Look at this. We're going 3 miles an hour. Oh, no, we pulled him over. Uh-oh. Big trouble. No. Excuse me. Sorry. We were filming you. We were filming a joke. I'm sorry. We were filming you as an escort, and I was making a joke going, pull him over. I'm sorry. We got carried away. You're doing a fabulous job. I'm under arrest again. Sorry. Bye-bye. Luckily, you didn't check the contents of my handbag. 071. Should I do? 436. Can they get this?
Look at Ruby's leg. No, it's on the screen now.
Oh, no.
77.
Thank you.
Ruby, thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to say we'd like to see the back of you, but thank you very much.
Well, you are sitting in the back. I mean, that's my best angle. Thank you. We have to see Glory Hunter first. They're building her hair now. Because they're scalping people all over the... Come on, move. You could have an underpants shot of me. Come on.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. We'll have a whip round. I think we've got it here.
Have I got clean underpants on?
Walker's a bit flush here.
Let me just see. Oh, no, I don't think
Okay, here's the
under.
50 quid.
Oh, no.
2 20s and a 10.
They're really old underpants.
Yeah, we're going to see this on TV tonight. Come on.
Okay, just for you.
You should have listened to your mother.
No, I'm just going to show you.
Who always says that the underwear you wear...
You don't look in the front because you didn't pay 50, but look, they're kind of my white ones.
Oh, come on, we can do better than that. Can you just turn around, please?
No, there they are. There they are from Martin's.
Very pretty.
I have such marks on the page. But my mother always said wash it, and now I wish
Here's
I
your
did.
50 quid.
50.
What you should have is 2 of these. You should be going around like this all day, maybe.
Is that how you started?
It would be very good.
That's how I heard
No,
you
but it's maybe
started.
how I'm going to finish. I'll give the cameraman back that, and I'll keep my red nose.
You know,
and
we could sell this today and say, I know you might not believe this, but Gloria Honeyford's breasts were in here. We got it on tape. I don't want to interrupt you, but I could get you a job on late night television. Really, I can. Locus Geek, you don't need children's television. Come home with me. Forget about this. I could get you a job on late night television. You really wouldn't have to do it. You don't need money. Just if you could come home with me. Do we have a doggy bag we could just wrap them in?
It's just a normal day in our life. It's just every day.
Nothing new.
Thank you. Is there a seat for me? Is there a little bit of a seat? Could I just bask in the light of the main building here? Because I've been on obscure shows since 6 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
GMTV, I was their wake-up call. The sofa was in a coma. Fiona Armstrong was there. I know what that F factor is because dogs were barking outside the building. Anyway, I'm just going to sit and bask in this light. Sorry, Gloria Honeyford, I'm sorry. The hair tipped over where there was a traffic accident.
Have you asked yourself?
I went on Gardener's World. The man made me go on my knees, put my hands in the dirt, fertilize things. He has childbearing songs.
Why you haven't been invited into the main
Please let me
studio with
stay
the
with
big
you.
stars?
Please,
we get
please.
rid of
I
her,
can't.
please?
No more DJs with those
get rid of
enema
her, please?
voices.
No, I'm sorry.
Haven't you got to go to the word?
Don't make me go to the word. Please, not that rodent. Please don't make me.
to the word.
Please, no, I don't. No, please don't do the word.
Please, please, go.
The taxi for Miss Wax. Taxi for Miss Wax.
Make a joke.
Yeah.
A face.
No,
All right, I'm
nothing.
going. Thank you so much for letting me bask in the light of great talent. Thank you.
Festive
Sorry.
I think it's best if she goes off to the word and does whatever it is she's good at. I haven't found out what that is yet. Anyway, why don't you keep ringing everybody while Ruby rushes off to the word? We desperately need you to ring in now with more cash.
And these are brothers Joseph and Peter. And their mum and dad recently died because of AIDS, which is where someone like Gertrude comes in. Gertrude is specially trained to make sure that they stay healthy, that they get school places, that their home isn't taken away from them, and that hopefully they get jobs in the future. There's going to be millions of Vincents in Africa very soon, and so we're going to need an awful lot of people like Gertrude to look after them. It's not particularly glamorous work, is it? I don't think it's going to make any headlines, but it's vital to the survival of a whole generation. And I think that's worth giving a little bit of money towards, don't you?
So you can see why you must keep ringing in. Yes, we mean you. I mean, often you can sit in front of your telly at home and say, that's a lovely show, isn't it? I hope people watching are ringing in. But you see, you forget that you are the people watching, you see.
I'm the person
That's
watching.
you.
Sitting there watching.
No, you're not a person watching. You're a person doing it. But they are people watching it. So can you ring in now with some cash? Thank you very much indeed. Hang on.
What?
What's happened with the pictures? What's going on?
Oh, right. Done that, really? Apparently, I'm sorry. Apparently, people give more money if they're reminded what a wonderful world they live in. So they thought something beautiful. Someone said, let's put up a beautiful backdrop, something like that.
Just pictures of you, is it?
Are they?
In the gallery, I'm going to have to go now.
I'm sorry, but I thought the whole point of comic relief was about fairness and love.
Yeah. You're right.
Hello, can I speak to my director in the gallery, please? I said I didn't want any pictures of me, just pictures of Dawn. It's making it very embarrassing. It's making a tricky situation even worse, sitting here with her like this. Just of Dawn, yes, please.
Thank you.
It was the only photo they had. It's the only one they had. I think it's nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to sink to that. A very special episode now of One Foot in the Grave.
Oh, special.
Yes, special.
Oh, special.
Featuring a fabulous actor who everyone in the country believes is going to win the award for Best Comedy Performer at BAFTA this year. Sweeping aside a rather weak field featuring, let me just look at this. Who's on it? Oh, Jennifer Saunders.
It's not a list, he's not a list.
Yes.
So just speak the lines, just read the autocue, I'm the funny one.
I think you'll find John and Lumley's the funny one, love. It's so sad how the whole country knows, but no one's got the courage to say it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, One Foot in the Grave.
What? I'll give myself one more minute and then I'll get out. Said that half an hour ago. It's no good, you've got to make the effort, matey boy. One more minute and that's it. Can't lie all day here like an advert for Imperial Leather. Gotta get down to the supermarket. Doesn't matter what checkout you choose, you always get stuck with a trainee cashier. Couldn't believe that dopey bimbo they had in their till last week, looking for the barcode and a baby in front of someone's trolley. The questions they ask in that place. Can I bring this grapefruit back if it's not the right size? Can I use these condoms on the continent, or do I need a European adapter? Mentality of people these days. Fingers have all shriveled up. Why does that always happen? It's always the tips of your finger, never any other part of the body. Parson's dead. Well, I suppose he must be. You never see anything of him. The trouble with all this satellite television these days, you don't know who's alive and who's dead anymore. So Stafford Cripps might be hosting an afternoon game show in Sky One 5 days a week, incredible cash prizes. You just don't know. Wish there was a knob in your head where you could switch your brain off. Into it as you lie here. I mean, that's a stupid expression, isn't it? I'm sorry, I can't talk now. I'm on a payphone. What bloody sort is that? Not exactly free. There's been a single phone call since I got into this bath. Not since 8:30. That must be an all-time record. I've actually managed to have a long, hot bath without the phone ringing once. Just one more minute. It's nice having a long, hot soak. No, but I'm afraid you can't stay here forever. That should be dry by now.
bloody Jerry Hall again. Look at that. Lips like a pillar box. Straight like that from kissing Mick Jagger for Good God above. A bored housewife killed her husband and kept him for 3 years perfectly preserved in the chest freezer. A court in Runcorn heard yesterday morning. To convince the neighbors he was still alive, she would periodically defrost his body and prop it up in the back garden wearing a pair of sunglasses. Police first became suspicious when they called round to interview the gentleman and found his right hand nailed to the bird table. Where was it I read that our eyelashes are swarming with microscopic mites that you never ever see? Well, that's an amazing thought, isn't it? That every time you see Michael Heseltine on television, there are hundreds of creepy crawly insects burying about all over the hairs in his face. Poor little buggers. I've got to get my eyes seen to next Wednesday again. Bloody hospital. I suppose they want another specimen again. Doesn't matter what you've got there for, you've always got to take a specimen. I expect it's the same for everyone. Good morning, I've come to deliver the milk. Have you brought a specimen? Yes, I have. There are 4 crates of it here with 96 pints of urine in. Is it fresh? Yes, fresh this morning. Well, just one more minute.
I'm sorry we're not here at the moment. If you'd like to leave a message, please speak after the tone.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Hinchley. Sorry, you sound slightly different on the phone.
You got the wrong number!
This is Mr. Perelman here, your dentist. I'm afraid I've got to make the most dreadful confession, Mrs. Hinchley. There's nothing wrong with your teeth. There never has been. Yes, I know I've had you back for 13 fillings in the last fortnight, but I just had to see them. I realise it was desperately unprofessional of me, but yesterday morning, after I'd numbed your right gum, I kissed you on the cheek. You had your eyes closed at the time and probably thought it was just the sound of the suction pipe. I'm so sorry for what I've done, Mrs. Hinchley, and I can only apologise for everything, especially the 2 extractions, which I still have, if you like them back. I was considering having the premolars mounted in a locket, but I only left...
Run out of time. I was enjoying that. The things people get up to. Oh, that bloody tap is getting on my nerves down there. Look at that, not the slightest difference. Well, because you're too lazy to lean forward and use your hands. You'd do anything rather than get out of this water. Say when you wanted to go to the toilet. Oh, for goodness sake, man, you've got a million things to do today, jobs that can't put up. Get a grip of yourself. Are you going to get out of here or not? Yes. Now, just do one more minute.
That man is a stunningly good actor. He's so funny and really does
shut up
deserve
about it now.
to be
Just shut up and get on
rewarded
with
for
it.
his fantastically funny performance.
Just get on with it.
Over and
It's
above
very easy to
anybody
be
else
funny.
in the Battle
Anyone
of
can
this
be
year. I think you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen. That is the person who should win it. He's so hilarious.
Just get on with it now.
Apparently he did 28 takes of that little bit there. State of his little privates by the last take of that, I can't imagine. He's a very, very brave man. Now, we're going to be back in a minute after this. Pardon?
I can't believe you said that about me.
Oh, just grow up.
We're going to be back in a minute after this next film, which looks back over 6 years of comic relief in Africa.
I'd gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. When all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I would whisper love so loudly every heart could understand. But love and only love can join the tribes of man. I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? When we stand together, it's our finest hour. We can do anything, 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 anything. Keep believing in the power. Love can build it. Love and only love. Don't you think it's time? Oh, don't you think it's time?
Right, we need more cash.
Beat those boy comedians.
Definitely. We want to make the most in this particular bit of the programme.
ring in.
Please ring these numbers now.
Ring them in. You know what normally does the trick?
What?
Swearing.
How do you
No, it
mean?
does, because Bob Geldof, didn't he? He swore, didn't he? And everyone just rang in. So why don't you try swearing?
How do you mean?
Just swear at them.
You sure?
Yes, go on. I'm sure.
All right. Give us your bloody money, you bastard.
Go on, use the F word. Go on. What? Use the F word. Go on.
All right. For heaven's sake, you bloody people, give us your money.
Give us your F word money.
Oh,
Go
sorry.
on.
Yes, give us your French money.
Oh,
Sorry, news
stupid.
a
Oh,
million
forget
quid,
it.
mountain eye, as Inspector Morse would say.
You're gone completely mad. You're gone completely mad. Just shut up now. What's next?
Oh, it's the Snottery, isn't it, with Chris Evans?
Oh, that's right. Orange Man. Who is
Yeah.
Thank you. It's such a selfless introduction. We're back here with the Snottery. We still have 2 prizes to give to you. It's a thank you for buying Red Noses this year. What has Comic Relief got? It most certainly has, and here is that celebrity snot right now. We have Judith Chalmers' snot in there, it's true. Esther Ransom's snot in there, and Ulrika Johnson's snot is in there. A lot of people think she didn't have snot, but of course she has. She hasn't got dandruff, of course, but she has got snot and it's in there. And we have the Mr. Bean mini to give away still. Come on, for heaven's sake, it's Mr. Bean mini. bread you better pick up. And the red tomato we need to give away. We ask you to call in if your nose had the